Introducing League of Legends. Woo! What is League of Legends, and why do I play it so much? League is probably the most popular game in the world right now, competitively and casually. The world most people
tutorial. As always, to this mixer down here in our interface, and I'm going to bring our window up a little bit so it's easier to look at. And this is our mixer. You're going to want to get acquainted with this window, which I covered in the first video in this series, so check out that link, but we'll cover it more in a minute. And your Windows audio settings as well that we need. Now this is for recording devices. Most professional microphones here I have another input microphone, your computer. Now for recording, the same menu that we need. Now this is going to show devices or playback devices. It'll open this. So to get that, find your speaker icon in your system tray down here on Windows, right click it and go to recording device. Or playback devices, it'll open the same menu that we need. Now this is going to show a list of the microphones and interfaces and things like that, as well as speakers that you have connected to your computer. Now for recording devices, most of you probably aren't going to have this many devices. Most of you are probably going to have one or two. It's going to be a microphone, and it's going to be like a webcam or a built-in microphone. Choose which one you're going to use. Here I have my webcam microphone. Here I have my audio interface with my professional microphone. Here I have another input. Here I have the microphone input on my sound card, etc. So you need to figure out what you're recording with. Are you recording with a webcam, a gaming headset, a professional microphone, a USB microphone? USB devices are going to be named what they're called. So like if you're using a Blue Snowball or Blue Yeti, here it's going to say Blue Yeti under line in. If you're using a headset microphone, it's likely just going to be a microphone for either something like Realtek, high-tech, or high-definition audio, or your sound card. And that's going to what you're going to want to look for in just a minute. Same thing with speakers. By default, your default should work because what you have selected as your default in Windows is what you're going to hear out of. Something you want to look out for is in Windows, with Skype or TeamSpeak or programs like that, it may be putting your chat out via your default. Identify this in OBS. So let's check out our audio settings here in OBS. This is the mixer. It's going to show the audio devices you currently have selected, an audio wave of whatever sound is running through them, some volume knobs to balance your audio, and then some mixer settings. If we click the gear next to mixer, you're presented with a bigger, window of what you have going here in terms of volume and devices. Now, one thing I want to point out real quick is this down mix to mono option. If you're only getting microphone audio through the left or right speaker, this is because you have a mono microphone. There's nothing wrong with that. And most professional grade microphones are mono. But if that's what's happening, then you're going to want to down mix it to mono. That way it outputs it to both speakers for all of your viewers. That seems kind of backwards, but a mono stream is actually going to output via left and right equally, whereas if you have a stereo input that's coming in but only on one side, it's only going to go out that one side. So look at that, and then if you need to offset your audio to match something like an Elgato or something, you can do that here, or we'll cover that later. All right, open up your settings and go over here to audio. Your sample rate should be either 44.1 kilohertz or 48 kilohertz. In most cases, it's going to be 44.1. Open back up your recording devices and check out what you have in your microphone and stuff. So if I open up my interface here and go to properties and then advanced, you can see here it's 2-channel 44.1 kilohertz or 44.100 hertz. Same thing if I go to my speakers that I'm using, my SPDIF out properties advanced, it's actually 48,000. But my microphone is 44.1, and that's what's most important in terms of balancing, so that's what I have.